Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo! It's shake and bake, and I helped. I'm YouTube shimmy shimmy famous now. Available in 2021. The album, Dad, pre-order now. AF. Rock on, Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? Oh my God, I've like lost my voice. I didn't even realize it till right now. I haven't talked to anybody today except for the dogs, which is typically my day. I didn't realize I've kind of like lost my voice. I don't know what that's about. So anyway, how are you guys doing today? Before we get into this video, I haven't got my coffee for the day yet, so I need to open my LaCroix Limoncello. Not sponsored, but I wish it was. But I have been retweeted by them, and they have tweeted me directly. Don't even worry about it. Do not be jealous, okay? Don't be jealous that I'm so famous in the world. All right, we don't need jealousy and envy out there. Do you guys remember that Club Nouveau song back in the day? Jealousy. I used to love to dance to that song. That album that had like Lean on Me and Jealousy, it came out, it was like pink and the girls were on the front. Do you remember that? That album came out in probably like 88 or 87. I should look that up. Anyway, I have some of those songs on my iPad. Who knows these days what those things are. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, shabba-lang-dang, ding-dong. Ding! House of Drama phone. This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? No gimlets today, Jane. I'm off the spirits. I'm drinking LaCroix Limoncello. It tastes just like lemon pound cake. Can't live without it. Why am I off the spirits? No, it's not because I'm on probation again, Jane. No, No, I'm not ordered to those AAA meetings, although I do love hearing those people's stories. No. Well, Jane, it's because I started a new business. I started a business, Jane. I won't be able to be at the Women's League on Tuesday. Well, I've been doing a lot of networking, you see. I've been networking with Manny Mua and James Charles and Tana Mongeau. I know, Tana Mongeau, you're so funny. Well, my new business is called Apology and Me. How to write the perfect apology. See, now if you need an apology, you just call me up, Jane. You say, hey, Vivian. Lil Viv, I need to get me a good apology I could put up on the Twitter. Can you get me one? And then I just sit here and I write it all up, and then you pay me $10,000. It's just real easy. It's simple like that. Get you out of all kinds of trouble. Oh, no, Jane, you don't have to really take any true accountability or responsibility for your actions. You just write it out in a little note. You put it up on the Twitter. It's just real simple these days. You know, Jane, how the kids are. No, it's real simple like that. Well, all right, Jane, I'll talk to you later. Bye. So, Vivian started her new business, and it's called Apologies and Me, and you just go over there and you can order you apology. It's real simple. I'm starting to feel like that's what a lot of these YouTubers have done. Anyway, so let me tell you what happened. If you don't know, what you don't know is a lot, okay? And I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't do math, but I do have my reading glasses on right here. I'm literally wearing my reading glasses about 80% of the time now, and I've been thinking about ordering these reading glasses called Caddis. Have you heard of them? They're like C-A-D-D-I-S. They keep on showing up on my Instagram, probably because I talk about them and I look at them so much, because you know how that is. It's like trickery, the conspiracies of the world, conspiracy speculations. But they're $95 for some reading glasses, but they're so cute. And like recently I was like, I'm literally wearing these all the time. I got these off of Amazon, 2 pairs for $9.99. But I'm like, I'm gonna order a pair of these because these are real cute and I gotta be cute, you know? So anyway, I mean, don't you know, cute drama channel, that's how we get by. Okay, so anyway, if you don't know what you don't know is a lot, this has been, the last 24 hours has been Apology Central. Okay, first of all, Tana Mongeau comes out and she apologizes on Instagram. I'm not really sure what motivated this, okay? I have no idea. I took a screenshot of this last night. I don't know when I took a screenshot of it. I took it at 3:19 a.m. and it had been up for 3 hours, so apparently midnight Eastern Standard Time she posted it. So let me read you this, first of all, okay? Don't judge me in my glasses. I think I look kind of like sexy, don't you think? Anyway, okay. Tana Mongeau says, ow, and I quote, I've made a lot of life changes. Does anybody take her seriously anymore? I mean, like, seriously? Does anybody out there? I mean, I just can't with this gal. Okay. Focusing every day when I'm not at a party or hanging out with my good Judies 24/7. Becoming a better person and not running from what I used to be, which was a person that was partying 24/7 and hanging out with my good Judies. I can't wait to share and hopefully help others who have been in a lot of the places I have been mentally. Now, this is what kills me, okay? And I said this in my video about Shane Dawson, and I'm saying it about this one too, okay? When the person, now listen, I am somebody that believes when you have gone through something, some big ordeal in your life, okay? And you have learned a lot from it, okay? And through the years, you have become a different person. You have gained, you turn your wounds into wisdom. I truly believe that, okay? But when you're in the middle of sitting in the SHI toot pile and you want to become the teacher, I don't understand that. Okay, when you're slinging SHI toot at the world, but you want to act like you're going to be the teacher, I'm going to teach everybody what I've learned. Girl, you haven't learned yet. That's where everybody says I'm mean and hateful. No, I'm passionate. I'm passionate because I want Tana Mongeau to change. I want her to get this. I want her to learn some responsibility. She literally has her finger on the pulse of an entire generation. Can you imagine what power that is? Can you imagine what good she could do? But she chooses to use it to just show off. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm having so much fun, and look at me, what I'm doing, and I'm partying, and I'm hanging out with this person, and I'm partying, and I'm partying, and I'm partying. There's just, but I digress. I am recognizing more each day the undeniable responsibility this platform comes with, and I would be cheating not only you, but me, by not finally facing a lot of demons and getting better. Well, I have to tell you, that word demons that she used on there, when it got to the Twitter yesterday, when this apology, you know it did, people were talking about her demons, and they were saying, oh, you mean your racist past that you won't address? There was a lot of that on there. But what's interesting to me about this is that she talks about she's just finally understanding the responsibility that comes with this platform. I don't believe that, okay? You know, like, I was sitting here and I was thinking about this yesterday. We give these, you know, YouTubers a lot of leeway when we're like, oh, she's young, she's 22. She'll be 22. She's 22 already. Her show came out a year ago. She was 21 on that show or whatever. 22 or 23, right? I mean, at 22 or 23, you're pretty responsible, aren't you? Like, I mean, unless you're, I mean, I got sober at 22 and a half. And I mean, right after that, I mean, like, I was working full time 4 months later. I mean, I was pretty responsible real quick, you know? And I don't understand, like, she knows she has this huge platform. She's got people around her. She's got this manager who I called Andrew, but it was Jordan. You know, like, I'm like, I don't know if that's a good excuse to just, like, act like, well, I just woke up and I realized I had 10 million people following me. Oh, I didn't realize I had a platform. Oh. No, gal, you've known it for a while, okay? Because it's what puts money in your pocket. She knows that. I love you. Thank you for being by my side throughout so many times. If she really loved her audience, she wouldn't do this to them. That's the thing. See, if she really loved them, she would lead them into, like, a better way. Like, she would be a better role model. Listen, I'm not asking her, okay, to go to Sunday school and to become the church leader. I'm not asking her for that, okay? I mean, do I think that Tana Mongeau could use Jesus? I mean, I don't know. Okay, she could use something. She could, I mean, I don't know. She truly could, okay? Whenever I say that, people are like, is he being serious? I'm not being serious, okay? I don't know. She needs a good pair of roller skates and some healthy music, and she needs to go, and I don't know. She needs to do something, okay? Other than just partying all the time and saying into cameras. See, this is the thing, okay? On the heels of Jake Paul, just getting, did you hear about all this? So Jake Paul, the FBI came in and they raided his house yesterday, okay? And they found all of these weapons and things up in his house. I don't know why anybody is surprised by this. I am not surprised by this at all. In fact, Logan Paul or Jake Paul put out some vlog like 6 months ago where they're out in the middle of nowhere, like shooting guns with these, I don't even know what, listen, I'm not a gun person, you do you, okay? But I don't like them, they scare me. But they're out there in the middle, what are they called, subatomic? I don't even know, okay? I don't like them. But they're out there shooting a bunch of crap, right? Why are we surprised that they have all these things there? And this is the thing that kills me about this, right? That Jake Paul's audience is young. I mean, they're really young, okay? He and Tana Mongeau both have a younger audience. Jake Paul's audience, like, we think, like, ooh, this is such a bad thing that's happening to Jake Paul. They're going to eat this up, okay? They're literally going to think he's, like, the next Scarface. I mean, they are. They're going to eat this up. This is only, to Jake Paul's audience, going to boost him even more that the FBI raided him. That's the sad part of all of this, right? I mean, that's where you're like affecting so many people and you don't even realize it. You know, like we're only what, 10, 12 years out from YouTube starting, and probably 5 or 6 years out from when we've seen people like the Tanas and the Jakes and whatever. We have literally no idea the developmental effects that this is going to have on that generation. I mean, we just don't. And there's nothing you can compare it to. You can't compare it to, you know, growing up and watching The Facts of Life, okay? You can't compare it to watching, you know, like, I don't know, Roseanne or Happy Days or something like that. You just can't. There's a lot of studies now that are shown like how pop culture of the past, music, MTV, music videos affected people growing up. Did it affect them using, you know, drugs and alcohol? Did it affect their choices? Things like that. We're seeing a lot of studies come out about stuff like that. And we have in the last 10 to 20 years, right? But who knows what kind of effect the Tana Mongeaus, the Jake Pauls are going to have on their generation. I have to believe that they have a much bigger effect than anybody has any idea. Because when I talk to teachers, teachers always tell me, all of my kids in my classroom, they either want to be YouTubers or TikTok stars. And they'll name people, and they'll name Tana Mongeau, Jake Paul. That's who they want to be, you know? So they're having a huge effect on this. And so their choices that they're doing, the younger generation is wanting to emulate. So for me, I don't know what this, I love you, thank you for being by my side throughout so many times I did not deserve. No, you didn't deserve any of them, okay? Tana Mongeau, your entire career is based on luck and popularity. That's all it is. You have no talent whatsoever. I will become someone deserving of this, or I refuse to have it for another second. Oh. Are you walking away? Is that what you're saying? I love you. Videos and truth are on the way. She has been promising these videos to Colin Berry. I mean, so if you don't know, Colin Berry is the person that called her out for being racist and having microaggressions, okay? She has been talking about these videos now for over a month, and she still has not addressed them. So I don't know when the videos and the truth are coming out, but I'm over this girl. I'm really, really over her at this point. I have really, Tana Mongeau is somebody that I have like really in my heart of hearts like hoped for and hoped for and hoped for. Oh, by the way, I just want to say this since somebody wanted to get snippy with me yesterday in my comment sections. Somebody was like, you're such a hypocrite. You say you don't watch any of these people, and then you turned around and you said that you watch every one of Shane Dawson's Instagram stories. I'm a drama channel, okay? I'm a drama channel. So if there's stuff that comes up, I have to watch it. I watch the stupid Instagram stories of every one of these fools. Don't think I don't, okay? I watch every single one of their Instagram stories. Some of them I think are real funny and nice, and some of them I don't care for whatsoever, okay? But I watch every one of their Instagram stories because that's usually where the real tea is and where they mess up, okay? So that don't make me a hypocrite. I ain't watching all their videos, okay? But I have watched all of Shane's videos for like the last 2 years because those were his series videos, you know? Those were the series videos that I was talking about in my videos. But anyway, I digress again. So apparently Tana Mongeau, she's coming out, and look, I brought the wrong other fan today. What is this? This is like we lunch with the ladies fan. I love this fan. But anyway, so she's gonna make changes to the world. The truth is coming. Truth. What truth? Okay, let's get into the next thing that's going on. So yesterday was a real. Where are my receipts to this? Hold on a second. This was a real mess. Okay. Jake Paul, hold on a second, Jake Paul, okay, that's not from Jake Paul, okay. So yesterday, Alicia Keys announced she was coming out with a skincare line, but apparently to a lot of people, they were confused by this. Now, it's a collaboration apparently with e.l.f. Cosmetics. A lot of people were confused, including Manny Mua and James Charles, that she was coming out with a makeup line. And they didn't like that. They didn't like that at all. They had real issues with that, in fact. Okay, so hold on. Let me get to my, my tweets here. Okay, so James Charles said, people who do not wear makeup should not be coming out with makeup brands, but that's just my opinion, is what he said. Okay. Now, what's interesting to me about this is that he says later in his apology, which I will read you in just a second, that he took it down within seconds. Well, when I saw it at 7:16 p.m. and he had posted it at 6:51 p.m. So he didn't take it down too quick because a lot of people responded to it. He said, and apparently he took down the original tweet and put this one up instead because he said, reworded the original tweet because people assumed I was shading my own friends or people I love, which is not the case. People were assuming that he was talking about like Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio. Why would he talk about them? I mean, why would James Charles talk about anybody whose back he could possibly climb over to get more to the top? Because that's what James Charles does. he takes all of these TikTok stars and he puts them in videos and blah, blah, blah. Now that he's come out and he's apologized to Alicia Keys, which he has, trust, he'll be begging for Alicia Keys to be in a video with him. I'm sure we'll see that one coming up. So this is what some people had to say. Seriously, just because you have a name, you shouldn't have a makeup brand. It makes it harder for new people who have a passion for makeup to start. My dream is to have my own makeup brand, but I don't have a name, so it wouldn't be popular, not to mention all the makeup. Well, first of all, let's talk about that statement, okay? James Charles wouldn't have a makeup palette if he didn't have the following that he does on YouTube. Let's just be for real, okay? He posted this thing the other day, this was kind of funny to me, on Instagram, and he was at the Morphe store, and he pointed to his palette, and he was like, sold out, like big deal. I'm like, yeah, go to my Ulta. Clearance! I mean, it's not, okay? It's not sold out at all. Nobody wants it anymore. So, you know, that kind of cracked me up a little bit. But James Charles would not, like, I mean, to come out at, like, and act like, it's just such elitism. It is just such elitism to act like, well, nobody else can come out with one, but I can. I mean, you wouldn't, if it wasn't for you having the following that you do, you know? Anyway, so then someone said, I'm sick of makeup brands like Morphe hiring people to be the face of the brands that don't know anything about makeup or its application. But since they have millions of followers on TikTok, they are all of a sudden certified NUAs that you have co-signed. This is, so she's talking about his friends. Okay. And then somebody said, I disagree. I think you can know good formulas and still not wear it constantly. If they hire a great team and they have the money to create an amazing line, then let them. You know, this is the thing that kills me about this when we talk about it, right? Like, you know, you think Paris Hilton and Jennifer Lopez and those people know a whole lot about perfume? I mean, do you think that they, like, literally work in La Parfumerie in Paris, France, and that they went to Le Laboratory, and that they, like, I mean, I don't even know how to say those things, you know? But do you think that they actually, like, do you think Paris Hilton is sitting there with those big science glasses on, you know, in a lab pouring things? Come on now, okay? She knows a perfume if she smells it. That's what she knows, okay? And Paris Hilton sells tons and tons of perfume. So does Jennifer Lopez. Those are like two of the top selling perfumes out there, you know? And I know that because when I went to Perfumania, the clearance place a couple years ago, because I wanted to get my mother-in-law some perfume, and they sold out of what my mom used to sell, because my mom used to wear Michael Kors for women, and I wanted to get my mother-in-law the same perfume. I said, well, what do most people, this woman was like, Paris Hilton and Jennifer Lopez sell out like crazy. So, anyway. But, so that's what everybody had to say about that. So then, somebody said, you deleted your last tweet because you was wrong, sis. And this Amanda, this cracks me up. Now, she is in all the threads. Oh my God, she's in all my threads. I think she sent me a message last night. She's everywhere. And I like went over to James Charles. I was like, oh my God, that Amanda, she's there too. So Amanda said, Alicia Keys can do whatever she wants, okay? People that get so ate up on the Twitter cracks me up. Anyway, I absolutely love Alicia Keys right there. And you know what's so interesting about this? He's just probably bitter. Didn't she have that song? Didn't she have a song, something called Butterflies or something? There's some song of hers like that I love. There's two songs that go back to back. Like one kind of weaves into the other. And I swear it has something to do with butterflies. He's probably mad that she just came out with that. I mean, why are you going to come for Alicia Keys, James Charles? Okay, you're going to come for her singing next. Please, please don't. Okay, please, just please don't. Okay. I mean, Alicia Keys is she is phenomenal. Let's just be for real, okay? Such a class act. All right. Someone said, I love you, James, but people are going to try to cancel you over this because they're scared of the truth. You're absolutely right. And Amanda says, she can do what she wants. And she shows the picture of Alicia Keys again. Hey, Amanda. Okay, let's get to Manny Mua. So Manny then tweets out, does anyone else get slightly irritated when celebs come out with entire makeup lines, especially when those celebs don't even wear makeup? I'm like, girl. And they put like the skull emoji, which I always call the dead face emoji. And someone said, yeah, or like Kylie Jenner trying to outdo Rihanna. Bish, no. And he responds and he says, he's in this thread a lot. Manny, I'm like, Manny, nah, you said you weren't going to tip your toe into the drama, Manny. And here he goes, okay? He said, see, with Rihanna and Kylie, I get it, though. They're glam girls. They wear makeup. They're known for their makeup, so I can see that. But some other people, I'm like, huh? And so someone says, so you shading Selena Gomez, huh? And he said, Selena? I would never. I actually love her. And someone says, oh, shoot. Oh, I got out of it. Hold on a second. My receipts, Whitney, where are they? Okay, I went way out of this, you guys. Hold on a second. Whatever you want. Here it is. So, Someone else says, this is debatable. I wouldn't mind someone being the face of the brand, like Charlie and Dixie being the face of Morphe too. Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, like this kills me that so many people want to defend them for Morphe. Like I literally, until now, I could not spot any makeup on those girls. I really couldn't, okay? None whatsoever. And everybody's like defending them now like, oh, well, this is great. You're just doing it because everybody likes Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio. Let's just call it for what it is, okay? People stan Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio. They're real nice girls. They're over on the Tik Tok and all that kind of, doing the dances, you know, Doja Cat and all that kind of stuff. I got a TikTok, and let me just tell you, people over there are doing duets with my TikTok. Now, I haven't posted on my TikTok in quite some while because, you know, I hurt my leg. But anyway, I mean, even before that, I had. But anyway, and they do seem real nice girls. But let's just be for real. They're not glam girls like Manny's talking about. Not whatsoever. I've never seen them do any kind of glam look. Like, you know. So anyway, so this person said, this is debatable. I wouldn't mind someone being the face of the brand, like Charlie and Dixie being the face of Morphe too, because it directs towards a younger audience, but creating your own makeup brand is very different. He said, oh, being the face of something is so different than having your own brand. And then someone said, just say you're afraid of competition and go. And he goes, competition? I ain't competing with no one but myself, but I can smell a cash grab a mile away. So now Manny's calling Alicia Keys out for having a cash grab. I'm not really sure that Alicia Keys is real hurting for money. I'm just saying, okay? I have a feeling Alicia Keys could probably retire tomorrow and she would be just fine. But I don't know, okay? I don't know, she's sitting around and she's like, oh, what am I gonna do for more money for my Birkins? How about a makeup cash grab? That's not Alicia Keys. Can we just be for real for a second, okay? So someone says, at this point, I'm not surprised anymore, so I just smile and nod as I apply my Lunar Beauty Twilight Blush. This is Edgar's makeup. And Manny says, ha, 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 I love you. And then someone said they never blended eyeshadow a day in their life, and then all of a sudden it's, here's my new makeup line, and Manny said, bruh, with like a skull and a laughing emoji. So they had all kinds of fun with that. Okay, let's go to what happened about all of that. Well, let me tell you, first of all, so Colin Berry, who had called out Tana Mongeau, he had a lot to say about this. Where are these receipts? I'm like literally going back and forth and back and forth. I'm like, where are my receipts? Whitney, my receipts. Oh, there's some cute pictures of my dogs. So Colin Berry, that called out Tana Mongeau, okay, for being racist and microaggressions and all that kind of stuff, he came out and he had a lot to say. So he said, this isn't a drama video or something to try and twist or manipulate. It's real life. Wake up. Oh, no. That's him referring to Tana Mongeau. Okay, so where's the part where he talked about Manny and, well, let me read this to you since this is so out of sorts. I meant to read this before. But he says, in regards to Tana's thing, this isn't a drama video or something to try and twist or manipulate. It's real life. Wake up. I understand your privilege has made you feel untouchable, and I'm sure there will be people who will forgive you on behalf of the black people you've hurt, but this ain't it. And then someone said, she said her demons, like, sis, you mean your racism? And he said, I know, like, huh, you mean your own ignorance? And so he goes on, and then when it comes out about the Manny and the James thing, he says, in response to that, y'all always want to shade black women, but where is the energy for the other YouTube women that are coming out with makeup lines? Just saying. I'm actually so annoyed. You're real loud when disrespecting black women, but won't dare raise your lips against a white woman doing the same thing you're trying to drag a black woman for doing. And yes, I'm talking to you, James and Manny. That was interesting. He didn't hide from it either. And so someone said, LMAO, they were so quiet when Selena Gomez randomly came out with a line. And Colin says, I'm actually so annoyed. You're real loud. Oh, that was what somebody responded to, that. And then he like retweeted it. And then when Manny said, Selena, I would never. I actually love her. Colin retweeted it and said clownery. So anyway, then this morning, James Charles came out with what do you call it? An apology. Here, this is, you guys, whoo, it's a lot. Okay. Now, I have to tell you, when I read this, I was kind of like, this is kind of, I don't know, like, it sounds kind of snippy to me when I read it. Like, Manny sounds very, like, written, and I just read an apology, kind of. I mean, they're both on Twitter, right? But James's sounds kind of snippy. I mean, he refers to getting your bag, and, I mean, it's just, and what's sad about it is you can see that James' reference point of view is he's always calling people out for money. then that what it really shows is that James really only sees things for money. Here you'll see what I say when I apologize, what I mean when I apologize, or when I read his apology. It's from Vivian, by the way. At Alicia Keys. Yesterday I posted a subtweet about how I thought some celebrities shouldn't launch makeup lines. It was about Alicia Keys. A few years ago she announced that she no longer would wear makeup, so I was bothered because many celebrities come into the beauty space as the beauty space. Which you're apparently the owner of. As a cash grab without any actual passion and then leave. I deleted who said that they couldn't, though, is what kills me, right? I mean, you didn't have anything to say about Shane Dawson doing the exact same thing. I deleted the tweet after a few minutes because, why is that? Why didn't y'all say something about Shane Dawson? Shane Dawson didn't wear any makeup, James. Manny, are y'all too afraid? Were you too afraid to come out and say something about Jeffree and Shane? But you want to come for Alicia Keys, but you won't say anything about Shane Dawson. He never had a makeup look in his entire life, except for those looks from back in the day, and we know those weren't makeup looks. Okay. I deleted the tweet after a few minutes because it's childish to indirect tweet someone, and I am not the gatekeeper of makeup. Thank you. Anyone should be able to secure their bag, money, okay? And it's not up to me which brands people should or shouldn't support. So what you're saying is she's not really excited about this endeavor. She's just securing her bag. She's just trying to get money, is what you're saying. Okay. I'm now glad that I did delete it because after reading further, I learned that the beauty line is skincare. This was my mistake and I shouldn't read more before tweeting because literally who better to talk about keeping your skin clear without makeup. Regardless of my intention with my tweet, it ended up being a microaggression against someone I respect. So to Alicia Keys, I owe a direct apology. I'm sorry, it wasn't my place to gatekeep this industry. I can't wait to support and try out the products, and I know the brand will be worth $1 billion in a few years. Worth $1 billion in a few years. Now listen, okay? You know, I had to make my own apology yesterday because I got something wrong in a video, okay? We all make mistakes, okay? But when you want to come back and you want to make an apology for something, I mean, an apology doesn't have to be that deep. Just say, listen, I'm sorry. I screwed up, okay? I didn't know it was skincare. I thought it was makeup. But if it was makeup, would it make any difference? No, because I'm not the gatekeeper of the makeup industry. End of story. You don't need to say anything about her bag. You don't need to say anything about it's going to be worth $1 billion down the road, things like that. So, I don't know. I was kind of turned off by that apology. But that's just my opinion. Now, Manny, he comes out with an apology, too. His apology was a little bit more better versed to me, but it's very carefully written. So he said, in regards to my tweet yesterday, hey guys, so yesterday I tweeted that I get slightly irritated when large celebs create cosmetics lines when they don't wear tons of makeup because I saw the news that Alicia Keys is releasing a beauty line. I only tweeted because I know that she stopped wearing makeup years ago, but I should have researched more to discover that she is working with e.l.f. Cosmetics to develop skincare. I get defensive of the beauty community because so many celebrities only come out with cosmetics lines as a cash grab, but I shouldn't have jumped the gun, and regardless, I know I am not the be-all, end-all voice of makeup. Anyone can create what they want to create. That's the beauty of our community. I apologize to those who I upset with my tweet and to Alicia Keys for being so quick to make a judgment. There's room and space for everyone in this community. That was a little bit nicer, I think, but still, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Listen, we all screw up. We do. You know, I screwed up yesterday. Tana screwed up the last 4 years. Manny and James, they screwed up. I mean, we all make mistakes, right? Like, but the thing for me is when people continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again and seem to not learn from those mistakes. I guess that's what's troubling for me, right? And like Tana is like such a good example of that. And Tana isn't really very quick to make apologies, you know? She comes out and she does all this stuff and then she's like, I mean, what do you want to apologize for? Like, at this point, it's like, it's so overwhelming what Tana needs to take responsibility for that it's like, I mean, you know, just what was it, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, she was apologizing for TanaCon and she was going to learn so much and be so much better, and she hasn't, you know? So I'm willing to, you know, see these people like continue to grow and learn from their mistakes. I hope that for all of us. I hope that for myself, you know, whatever. And I mean, I make mistakes too, obviously. But it's like when you see the same mistakes continue to come up over and over and over again and people don't learn from it, it's very telling. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.